Hey trainers, Poke Dad here. Along with me is,
KK Sheriff 128.
and today we're going to be bringing you an Ultra Beast Necrozma GX deck, brand new from the set Forbidden Light, and it's positioned really well in the meta going forward. With Forbidden Light, Buzzwall only gets stronger. It gains Beast Energy, Diancie, along with other couple fun stuff, and the new Zygarde GX. So this could definitely compete with it. So let's take a look.
Start off with 3 Ultra Prism Ultra Necrozmas, and then three lines of Malamar, which is pretty much the Bronzongs, and then 2 Dustin Necrozmas,
Dawnwings Necrozma.
Dawnwings, 2 Lele's, 1 Mew, 1 Smeargle, 1 Garatina.
Okay, so let's talk about Ultra Beast Necrozma. It has the attack for a Psychic and a Metal. It does 20 plus 80 more for each Psychic energy you discard. So the numbers are going to rack up super quick. You're going to discard 2 Psychics, and that's going to be 180, Choice Band, magical number of 210. And its GX attack, if you and your opponent combined have 6 or fewer prize cards remaining, you may place 6 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. It's an alright GX attack. We're mainly going to be using it for its first attack, just busting out one-hit knockouts. How we're going to power him up? Malamar. Some of you may remember the old electric decks with Dynamotor and the old Bronzong with Metal Links. This is the same concept, only with Psychic. Malamar is going to be super good. It's going to make all these Psychic decks really, really good. So we have a 3-3 engine of it. Typically you want at least 2 on your bench, and that way you can discard 2 Psychics with your Necrozma. Okay, and the trick with Malamar is it can only power up from the bench. So we are going to use Dawnwings Necrozma in order to switch our main attacker to the bench, retreat him back, that way he's powered up for an attack. And we added 1 Mew. Mew's key and kind of helping with the 7 prize card game. He's able to copy any of your basic Pokemon's attack, so he's just an excellent addition to this deck. A lot of value there. Then 2 Lele, Tapu Lele for setup, Wonder Tag. We're going to be grabbing Bridget. Typically we want to grab 1 Ultra Beast Necrozma and 2 Inkays to help our setup. Then we have our tech cards. We have 1 Garatina Prism Star. It's actually going to come in very useful. When you play it from your hand to your bench, you may attach 2 Psychic energies. And then it has the attack for 4 Psychic, 160, discard 2 Psychic. Typically in Psychic decks, 4 Psychics on 1 Pokemon is absurd. But with this deck, you'll see that it's actually quite easily to do. And its damage output is 160, Choice Band 190. One shots a lot of things in the format right now that are at 190. So super good there with the Choice Band. Now our main tech card, Smeargle. Some of you may not recognize this card. It used to be played in the old Ho-Ho EX decks that let you switch different types of energy from the discard onto your active. So with the metal price, the energy cost in Necrozma, we may not always have a metal to attach from hand, and so in that case we can just attach a Psychic from our hand maybe, and then attach 2 with Malamar, and then we move him up into the active, and we can swap it out with Smeargle's ability, Second Coat. Super good in this deck because we're not running any unit energies or anything like that. Excuse me. So Smeargle, Just a one-up tech, gonna come in real handy. Now moving on to the supporter line.
Start off with 2 field blowers,
Or the item line.
3 choice bands, 3 float stones, 3 of the
Mystery treasure.
Yep, I forgot the name. 4 Ultra balls.
Okay, so choice band, obviously we want to hit 210 at least. And that just keeps to where we only need 2 psychic energy on our main attacker. Obviously, if we are able to get 3 psychic energy and discard all 3, we don't need the choice band. Field blower, Garbodor is going to be your main threat to shut off your Malamars, so definitely need that. And Parallel City could be an issue, so definitely need the field blowers. 3 float stones. We're going to attach these to Dawn Wings, giving us free retreat and free invasion ability to switch our attacking Pokemon to the bench. 4 Ultra Ball to get out our Pokemon and to dump off that Psychic and Metal Energy in the discard. Super good. Mystery Treasure. This is a card we gained from Forbidden Light. It's going to have a lot of value in this deck. You discard any card from your hand, search your deck for a Psychic or Dragon Pokemon. So we can find Lele, we can find our Giratina, we can find our main attacker, Ultra Beast.
Everything except for Schmergle.
We can find anything except Schmergle. Plus, it has the bonus of getting 1 card in the discard, more than likely.
A Psychic Energy.
A Psychic Energy, possibly a Metal if we already have Schmergle on the bench. Super good in this deck. Super effective. But moving on. Next, we have the supporters.
2 Bridgets, 2 Ents, 3 Cynthias, 3 Guzmas, and 4 Sycamores.
Okay, Bridget to just help set up. We're going to Lele turn 1 for Bridget, more than likely, 90% of the time. Cynthia, excellent shuffle draw. Sycamore, we're going to be going in aggressive. We're wanting energy in the discard pile. We want the maximum 7 cards to see. Guzma, just in case if we don't get our Dawn Wings Floatstone combo, or even if we just don't have a Floatstone, we still have the Invasion, power up from the bench, and then Guzma it back into the active. Super good. 3. 3 is the perfect number just in case you miss your Floatstone or your Dawn Wings. And then 2 in just in case if you get behind in the prize count, you can disrupt your opponent. That's fine. This deck is super aggressive. You're going to be in the lead after probably turn 2. So that's our supporter line. Next we have stadiums. We have 2 Parallel City. You're going to find that there's a lot more supporting Pokemon that are going to be going on the bench, like the new Diancie and other stuff. And so limiting your opponent's bench to 3, really good. And then some of the newer decks, like the Gliscopod decks that are now able to one-shot, along with the Lurantis promo, being able to stop your opponent from going crazy with Lurantis promo or setting up 3 or 4 Zoroarks on the bench to get ridiculous draw. It's going to come in super good. So 2 Parallel Cities.
It also helps you from bringing Parallel City. It would take a Parallel City and Field Blower in their hand to do Parallel City against you. It kind of prevents it a little bit. Then for energy, we have one of those.
1 Beast Energy, 4 Metal, 8 Psychic. 4 Metal, perfect count. If we weren't playing Schmergle, you could probably go up to maybe 5 and then drop down to maybe like 7 Psychic. But with the Schmergel, you're usually going to have access to one metal that you've gotten in the discard at some point or attached from hand. So 4 is the perfect number there. 8 Psychic, again, 8 is really good. It's a good mix of having some in your hand, having some in your discard pile, perfect count. Now the Beast Energy. It's brand new from Forbidden Light. Prism Star, you can only have 1 in your deck. And when it's attached to anything, it just provides 1 colorless. But when it's attached to an Ultra Beast, it provides 1 color of any color. So it can be our metal energy if we don't have metal. And it also gives you 30 more damage. It gives your Ultra Beast 30 more damage. So now it's kind of our 4th choice band along with our metal energy. Super, super good card. Brand new card. You're going to see this card in almost every single Ultra Beast deck. You're definitely going to see it in Buzzwole. Buzzwole is going to love this new card along with Diancie, which we're going to try to do a deck profile here pretty soon on it. But for now, Ultra Beast, super, super, super good from the new set, Forbidden Light. And final thoughts on the deck?
I think the deck is pretty good, and I think it has a lot of potential in the future, and I definitely think it's something to check out.
It is definitely something to explore. Just from our testing, it is testing super strong. We like it going forward. And till the next time, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.